Hey guys, in today's video I'm delivering vintage iron, a 2000 Cat 322 to the Port of Baltimore for export to Africa. You want me to load it up? He loads it? Okay.
He's the yard man.
Gotcha.
Right over here for you know what I mean?
You know how wide that is? You guys put boards under it? Outriggers?
Do you have outriggers?
Yeah. Yeah, I just gotta flip them out.
You got tape measure?
I guess it's not that. Yeah, let me hold him up a minute. Let me go grab a tape measure. Yeah, it's like 11.2. I think I'll put some boards under it. I can load it the rest of the way if you guys just want to. You're good right there. Yeah, if you guys have other stuff to do, I can finish up. I just gotta put some boards out.
Thing's got a trick though, man.
I run all kinds of shit, so I should be all right. I've seen that on YouTube before. Oh, is he? Yeah, he has a lot of stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's your menu, so. All right, now good. That's fine. Yeah, do you want to see where that's going to sit? What's that? No. Oh. No, it's going to the port. It's getting taken overseas.
Oh, wow.
1 minute. Let's put this back.
You want to roll it back this way?
Yeah, get them right in the middle of that block. That'll be good. It's good. Yeah. Cool. All right. My weights are going to be way off because we're sitting on a hill here, but we'll try to get it close anyway. Now we can get back in there. Yeah, that looks better. Guys, a little look-see at it. I think I'm gonna have to go in and clean that a little more, especially in the middle. There's a bunch of junk sitting in there. The port is pretty particular about stuff being clean. So I'm just gonna try to get some of this junk out of here. Oh, I did have some tie down points in here. I didn't see those before because they were covered in all that dirt. But maybe that is fine too. Okay. We'll have to ask if this buyer wants me to take it through a truck wash. So while it doesn't have big chunks on it, it is still pretty crusty. I hauled one, I think it was Georgia, and it was really bad. It had like mud caked on it, and it had dried, so it was like cement I had to dig at with my little shovel. And that, I mean, they took it, so I guess this one should be all right. All right, that looks all right. So luckily this one is going to McComas Street, and they are not as picky about it being so clean. guys here probably think I'm being pretty anal about this. But they're not the ones that'll get turned away and have to go find a truck wash in Baltimore. So I would rather just get it done now. It's got a big leak on it. Where is it leaking? Oh, that's just water. Okay, that's water. That's not a big deal. I thought that was hydraulic fluid. All right. So we are all loaded up. Jen made up a BOL. Actually, no, that's wrong. The broker sent me a BOL. I just printed that out. So we are good to roll. We are still waiting on dock receipts and a bill of sale for this, but I think we'll get those as the date progresses. It's a catch-22, really. Like, you don't want to do anything until you have all the paperwork you need for customs when you're taking an export up to the port. But on the other hand, if you sit here and don't do anything, then you don't get to the port. So you do have to do some driving. So we got the BOL, so that's what I need to move, and then we'll work on getting the other stuff as the day progresses. So they said this thing was 65,000 pounds. I think it's more like probably a little under 55,000 pounds, judging off of our gauge pressures. But there is a scale like right up the road here. So I am going to go jump on that scale and see what it actually weighs. And we'll figure that out here in just a minute. I'm gonna be nice and let some traffic clear before I pull out. All right. So if you guys saw while they were loading this thing, they were insistent that they had to load it. But while they were loading this thing, they did good though. A lot of times when other people load them, you know, they don't get them centered, or I don't know. But they did pretty good loading that up. But they started loading it up and it was definitely wide. So I stopped them and measured it. The reason I run boards under stuff like this, I mean, it's real close to whether you would need it or not, but because it's so old, it's a 2000, so it's 25 years old. The tracks get loose on these. So when the tracks are loose, they'll, like if you have the edge of the trailer here, they'll like come down off of the edge, and if you get a little bit off center, it's very easy to slide off one side. So I figured I would just put some boards under it and then we'll be good. So I just went ahead and set up the outriggers and got boards under it. So not a huge rush today. We're not gonna make it to the port by 3 o'clock when they close, or 3:30. So I'm gonna attempt to get up close to like Hagerstown, so I can hit 70 in the morning and take that across over to Baltimore. There's not really any hotels east on 70, east of Hagerstown. So I've stayed at a Red Roof Inn in Hagerstown a couple times. I think it's actually Williamsport. But that one's not too nice, so we're gonna look for a little nicer spot. Now I believe this is the Catskill. So we're gonna zip in here quick. Get a weight. Is this it? This is not it. Okay. Here we are. So, do we have any guesses on how much this thing actually weighs? So I think we're probably around 53,000. So we should see a weight of 98.5. Look at that. I was real close. So if you guys can see that. So we were at 13,560 on the steer axle, 38,280 on the drive axle, 46,800 on the trailer, which puts our gross at 98,640. And I do need to call Jen because I am at like half tank of fuel. Right. So maybe before we head up the road, maybe we'll take a little tour of this thing. Make sure everything's staying where we want it. It all looks good. Still tight. Good deal. So I don't know if you guys could see when he was loading this thing. Everything just looked like it was a little bit loose. Like the hydraulics are old and nothing's really responding really crisply like a new one would. He said it was really sketchy. It didn't seem that bad to me, but they were insistent that they had to be the ones to load it because it was so sketchy, I guess. So maybe we'll climb up in here, just take a look. So they said that this one was a 2000. So I imagine the cab's gonna be pretty much the same. Still has a screen down there, just surprising. And he said this fit. Oh yeah, there we go. So you can see it's just kind of basic. The screen. It's just about full of fuel. Jeez. So, and then you got, there's a horn on top of that. I don't feel too bad. So that place had a lot of old equipment. Like 30, 40-year-old equipment. They had a couple newer pieces, but most of it was really old. The name of the place was Yates. Is that the latch? Oh, it is. Okay. So yeah, the name of that place was Yates, and I guess they're either selling off that location or going out of business. That's usually how it works when Ritchie Brothers comes in, or Iron Planet. So I think the way it works is that Ritchie Brothers is the parent company, and then when they have stuff that's like an off-site auction, it's not at a Ritchie Brothers location, then it's Iron Planet that comes in and does all the auction stuff for Ritchie Brothers. So there you go. There's a 2000 Cat 322, about 53,000 pounds, 11.2 wide. It's not bad. It looks like it's been well taken care of. The tracks weren't noisy, and you know, when I hooked to them, they didn't flex a whole lot. A lot of times this old stuff, if it's not maintained, the tracks will be real flexy when you're trying to chain to them. This one wasn't bad.
started crying, I hit the open road. Stay gone so long I can't remember when I left. Lost everything, can't remember when I slept. I got to find that path to lead me back home. Start all over from where I rode. There's only one way to lift this heavy load. I gotta get back down Gypsy Railroad. Gypsy Railroad, take me back. When I got home, you know I felt out of place. Everything changes on going away. Nothing was as simple as it was back then. Oh, my soul wants to go there again. Back to where everything was easy and slow. Take me back there, Gypsy Railroad. Gypsy Railroad, please take me back home. Only you know where I'm gone. It's been a long time since I followed your tracks. Gypsy Railroad, take me back. Yeah. Gypsy Railroad, please take me back home. Only you know where I'm gone. It's been a long time since I followed your tracks. Gypsy Railroad, take me back.
Hey guys, well, we made it over here to Baltimore. Of course there's traffic, so we'll have to fight through this. We only got about 6 miles to go, so we did pretty good coming across here and getting to Baltimore. So just the last little bit, we'll fight through traffic here, get over to the port. That sun is brutal this morning. So this port, Baltimore down here, is located the same exit as the cruise terminal port where the cruise ships dock. So it's the last exit before the tunnel. I believe it's exit 55. So I've been here a few times, so I pretty much know where I'm going. I'll know it when I see it when I get up here. I will say that the city of Baltimore could do a better job taking care of its roads, painting lines and stuff like that, because it's hard to see what the heck you're doing down here. Guys lined up. I know that I think high and heavy you don't have to wait. One good thing about hauling oversize into this terminal is that they don't expect you to wait behind all these cars. So this terminal does a lot of cars. But if you have oversize or heavy equipment, then you can go to the head of the line here. You don't have to wait. At least that's the way it's been in the past. So hopefully I'm not screwing up by doing this. But look at all these cars that are coming into the port here. It's just crazy. the gate is right up here around this corner. So I'm gonna go up here and see what they want me to do. All right, yeah, they said I was right, so I'm gonna pull up here and get checked in. See if that'll work. So we're gonna pull over here and park in this little lot over here and then walk up. There's a building up there where you go and get checked in and everything. I don't know how long it'll take. They seem to be pretty busy. Well, we'll see. If I can get this unloaded pretty quickly, then I'll be able to get over to the other side of the harbor, to Dundalk, and get loaded before lunch. But I don't anticipate that happening. Right, I'm gonna go get checked in and make sure I have everything. Alright guys, I got checked in. Didn't take too long, so he said since I have a quick card, I can just take it back and unload it back on the pier where they unload this stuff, and then they'll bring my paperwork back to me and I'll be good to go. So we might actually get out of here in time to get over and get picked up in Dundalk before lunch. Be nice. I mean, an early day for me. We'll see how it goes back here. Luckily, I've been here before and know what I'm doing. Pier back here where you turn around and back onto, and then that's where they want you to unload everything. And they have a bunch of equipment and they'll tell you where to park it. And it doesn't look like there's anybody back there, so we can just get to work. Looks like they got a bunch of stuff back here. I don't know where they're gonna have me park it. But anyway, that pier right ahead, that's where they want you unloading everything. So we'll get backed on there. Gosh, they need to clean this place up. Worry about picking up a nail or something. There's a spot. Maybe they'll have me put it there. Don't want to catch my truck on any of this stuff sticking out here. Gotta get past it so I can cut back some. Straighten up and get it back on there. So I think because you guys have already seen this thing run when they loaded it onto the trailer, I think maybe I'll take you with me inside and we'll drive it off. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about it. Hopefully the batteries are decent on this. I didn't even turn the battery disconnect off. So I hope it starts. All right, let's go get unloaded.
How are you?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Do you have some room?
A broom? Yeah, I have a broom. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You want to move closer, you can. It's up to you.
It don't matter. As long as the thing starts. I forgot to turn the battery cutoff off. All right. I think the first thing we're gonna do is see if this thing starts, because I definitely forgot to turn that battery disconnect off. All right, guys, cross your fingers. Hey, started right up. That's good. We'll let her warm up for a little bit. I'll be unchaining. Yeah, you're welcome. You can just set it there. Thank you. You guys coming? I'm over here now. Thought when I went over there you guys would follow me. What the heck? Apparently I didn't have that hooked right. Stuck in a link on the chain. It's alright. We'll get the problem solver out. It's my favorite tool. The old problem solver. Not only does it check tire pressure, it can also free a stuck chain. Alright guys, I'm hoping that this will hold. Maybe if we don't get too rough, huh? I probably should have pulled the truck a little further away. I don't know what this guy was talking about. It's smooth. So we're gonna try to do this. I'm just too close to the truck to spin around right here. Yeah, I don't know why that guy was having so much trouble. Boy, that beeper is loud. Oh, this thing runs nice. see why he was saying that. The turntable is not real steady, so it moves on you. But the tracks work really well. Yeah, I don't have a problem with this at all. The thing started right. See how it swings a little bit? Yeah, that's why he was saying that. All right. Yeah, the turntable is a little loose on this, but that's okay. The left track pulls a little better than the right. That one's definitely not as strong. But that's okay. Yeah, you just come on through. So, I guess you could say you're only as fast as your weakest track, right? And that one is not real strong. Hey, turn the beeper off. Well, that's a nice feature, huh? So he wanted this thing over here. Backed in front of this motor grader. Behind me. Would it even turn itself? Yeah. It's turning. Come on, old girl. She's slow, but she's turning. I can adjust my rear view mirror here. See where I'm going? Kinda. If I squint and duck. Well, controls are backward in reverse. Go figure, huh? Make sure I'm not going to hit anything. Doesn't look like it. Drive an excavator like you're driving your pappy's old Chevy truck. Throw an arm over the seat. How close am I over here? They probably want me further over there. Ooh. That one really goes. Now we got her. Now we'll put her right in there. Fit it in there like a jigsaw puzzle. we're losing it. Swinging around like riding a bucking bronc. Nice and easy. Turn that beeper off. Can't hear what I'm seeing. How close do you think we are? Guess we better get out and look. GOAL. You guys ever see that acronym? Get out and look. Alright, so where do we want the track? I'd say we want the track like right here. We need a marker. There, we'll put a piece of trash right there and we'll try to get the track back to that. Doing it all scientifical. Keep her straight. Can't see my trash in the mirror. I think that's probably good. This guy's coming to check on me. I'd say that's good. Let's get the cab straightened out on this thing. Boy, this thing swings. All right. Boy, that couldn't have worked out any better. So about the time we got it parked, they were coming out to give me my paperwork. Oh, we do have a mess to clean up on the trailer, but we'll take care of that. It'll be all right. All right, so let's get hooked back up. Then we can get our mess cleaned up and get to the other side of the water and get our next load loaded up. Now what? Should I broom first, or should I put my boards back first? I think I'll put my boards back. That way the dirt, when I broomolate, has a place to go. We shouldn't need outriggers on the next one. It should be 10.6. If it's anything like the other ones I've hauled here recently. These old oak boards have held up pretty good. I didn't think they would last. Hell, it's been over a year. I guess it all depends how you take care of them. I guess what I'm saying is you gotta know how to take care of your wood. That's what I'm saying. Now, let's get a little chain on there. I used to use straps to hold these down, but I found that chains work better because they don't get cut. Who'd have thunk it? Yeah, I kept going through chains like crazy, or not chains, kept going through straps like crazy, because inevitably what would happen is I'd have the binder part of the strap get hit by an excavator boom or something, and those can't take many direct hits. Actually, those can't take more than one direct hit before they are completely out of commission. So I bought a cheap binder at Surplus City and just used one of my 3/8 chains, and wouldn't you know, it can get hit by an excavator boom and it doesn't even hardly bother it. And it holds them a little tighter too. Alright, now sweet. You know, I'll just take it off. I was gonna say I could just leave my banners on, but I feel like that's lazy. If you're not oversized, you shouldn't have oversized banners on, right? I'm kind of biased because Pennsylvania, it's a law that if you're not oversized, you're not allowed to have banners. Most states, it's not a law, but I do feel like if you're not oversized, you shouldn't have banners and flags flying. So we'll just take them off. Oh, got these. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this one is done. We parked it over there and got the trailer cleaned up. So now we're going to shoot right over there to Dundalk Marine Terminal, and we're picking up a Cat 325. So tune into the next video to see that. As for today, in the immortal words of Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters, I'm done. On to the next one.